What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at Magik's new uniform. In this one here, we have her Phoenix 5 uniform, and the uniform is looking really good. Definitely like my girl Magik's new look, but let's see if we like her new skills. I did already purchase the uniform. I've got it up to Heroic. That was the amount of bios that I had built up from her from previous X-Gene selectors from a while back. And then, yeah, we're having 5 skill changes here. Let's see, there's nothing there. This one just added burn damage. This one just added burn damage. This one added that cooldown effect for the Phoenix Fire Slash, which is going to be her first skill right here. So it's going to reset that to a 1-second cooldown for 15 seconds. So during that 15 seconds, you can spam it pretty much as you want. And then this is on a 30-second cooldown, though. I don't really like that. This skill has a very long cooldown. The 5th skill right here, it has the all defense down added to it, but the all defense down does not apply to world bosses. So mainly for Shadowland and that kind of stuff is where this is going to be particularly useful. And what does it stack up to? Only 25%. It's just a flat 25%, so nothing too crazy. And then the uniform bonus is going to enhance the effects of her skill Mixed Magic, and that's the 4-star passive, where after you use 3 skills, you get the heal, and then you get an all attack, all defense, all speed. No, wait, all speed, and crit rate boost. I think it is. Either way, you get a extra 5% boost to her passive. So instead of a 10% heal, you're getting a 15% heal. Instead of a 10% all attack boost, you're getting a 15% all attack boost. The only thing that stays the same is either, I think, is the all speed. The all speed stays at 10%. It does not go to 15%. So yeah, that's what we're looking at there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the skill preview here and see if any of her skills have actually changed. So here we have the first skill. It's changed a little bit. That extra kind of flame arrow. I don't think she had a kind of energy arrow before. So a little bit of a change there. The second skill, pretty much exactly the same. It's just added the fire effects to it. But she kind of had this same iframe where she just did a hit and teleported behind. The third skill, same thing, except now it adds the fire effects instead of just like, well, it was almost fire effects before because it's kind of like a yellow energy that kind of shot out of the ground. So that's pretty much the only change to that skill. But the 4th skill has a complete overhaul here. So now it's just, yeah, just a lot of just explosion from the ground there, just shooting up magma. And then we have 3 lines coming out of the back of this skill there. So it's cool animation, but her 4th skill hit pretty hard before, and it was on a shorter cooldown. So I'm not sure how much I like the change to the 4th skill here. But after you use the 4th skill, when the first skill gets reset, you see the animation does change. So now we have a lot more AoE with the first skill. So a lot more AoE, a lot more hits. So it's definitely going to increase the power of her first skill. But, I mean, that's still not a skill that you're going to want to proc on. So, yeah, I mean, it's still nice. And then the 5th skill, we have the same kind of animation there, except now that lasts a lot longer with kind of the residual effects there. So the kind of, yeah, all the flame shooting out of the ground is a lot longer than without the uniform. So a lot more hits there, a lot more damage, but I just don't really like the change to the 4th skill. That's the one that's bugging me right here, because the 4th skill is the one I always used to proc my obelisk on. So I'd go right here. Whoop, I canceled a little too early there, but you go right here, you hit the ground, and then you proc on the 4th skill, so you get the residual damage from the 5th skill, and then you get the damage from the 4th skill. But now I can't really do that on the 4th skill. I have to alternate my procs, 1 proc on the 5th skill, then 1 proc on the 5, cancel into 4, or something like that. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at Magik and a little bit of gameplay here. So let's hop into World Boss Ultimate and just see the difference in damage with and without the uniform. But the big thing that's going to help out Magik is the ability to now have her potential realized so that she gets to level 70. So I'm curious to see how much better she'll be when she gets to level 70, because she's still level 60 for me right now. I did get 1 fight in last night when the uniforms were first released, and I got only 12.5% potential, but that's fine. So we're using Kitty's leadership here, and then we have Shuri for her tier 2 passive. So we'll just hop in with no strikers here just because we want to just get a comparison of the damage, so it doesn't really matter if we're doing a lot or a little bit of damage. I'm just going to try to go like the first 30 seconds or something like that and see what we get for damage, because Cole's really tanky, so she's not going to be doing much damage here, especially since she's still level, what's it called, 60. So here we go. We're going to end up proccing on that, and you can see that's like, what, like 15% of the bar? That might be a little generous. Oh, we're getting bled really bad here. She's really hard to keep alive with all this dot damage. Ooh-wee. Yeah, it's a lot harder to do a skill rotation now with her for the damage proc. So we want the damage proc right here. So boom, as you can see, when you get the damage proc right there, that's really good damage. So we're about half a bar there for 30 seconds, which is what I've been seeing with my other testing, because I did play with her a little bit before hopping into the video here. So let's go ahead and, where's Magik? There she is. Grab that, equip her base kit, go back over and hop back in and do one here. So Cole does have a little bit more elemental resistance, but only one of her skills is doing flame damage, which is kind of weird, because what did you have? 3 skills with energy, 1 with physical, 1 with flame, if I remember correctly. Which is kind of weird, because everyone else with the Phoenix 5 uniforms had all of their skills changed to flame, didn't they? Or at least most of them. Alright, well, we got clipped right there, so stop with all the bleeds. Alright, so here we go. Then we proc on the 4th skill, get a little bit of damage in there. Of course, our immunity will off right when he hit the ground. And we didn't proc at all right there. That was pretty bad. But you can just see without her uniform, it's just a lot smoother for her skill rotation. So the skill rotation with the uniform is just a lot more awkward. The damage is pretty similar. The uniform I was kind of kiting around a lot more than when I was doing with this one. But again, yeah, the damage is pretty similar, but I'm kind of chalking that up to Cole Obsidian having a lot more elemental resistance. So I think the uniform, of course, is going to be better from the boost of just the regular all attack and all defense that she's getting, but it does seem to increase her damage, even though you're not going to be using the 4th skill as much. So luckily all of those hits from the 5th skill is helping to kind of compensate for that a little bit. But again, another one of the uniforms I'm not very impressed with. Pretty much all of the Phoenix 5 uniforms, I don't know, I've just not been very impressed with them in terms of the kind of skill changes. All the skill changes seem very, very like haphazard. They're just adding flame effects to the previous skills. They're not really changing around any of the animations. They're not really adding much to this skill in terms of their effects. They're not getting a change to the animation for the most part. So I don't know, they just seemed kind of lazy on these uniforms to me, and not very much of a boost, because Magik really needed a good uniform to bring her up. So yeah, just a little disappointed in that, because I was hoping Magik get a little bit more, because I've put quite a bit into my Magik. As you can see here, I'm still ranked 39, even though a lot of people have already bought the uniform. If we go back, oh, ranked 98. Wait, how did I go from 39 to 98 by putting on her uniform? That is really weird. Right, equip this. Go back here, and is it gonna drop? It drops. What? That is really weird. Why? You should have a higher growth score with the uniform on, shouldn't you? What are we at? 235. Equip. And we're at, oh, we're still at 235. It didn't change. No, we're at 245, but our rank goes up. That's really weird. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, what was I saying before that? Oh yeah, I was going to show the investment I've put in her. So we have all mythic Uru on Magik right now. I believe I got them all to mythic, right? Or I forget. No, I forgot 2 of them. So 2 of them are still sitting at legendary, but we have all mythic besides that. All of these slots have been amplified. All of her skills have been leveled up to max. Oh, we can see here 2 energy, 1 physical, or there are 3 energy, 1 physical, and 1 flame. So the 4th skill is only flame damage skill. Yeah, a lot of variation. Are really weird. Our ice weight set, we do have a fully awakened power the angry Hulk set, and then our obelisk, we have an ignore dodge crit damage with a 200% proc. So I've definitely put a lot of love into Magik here because I was hoping that she would be really good. I mean, I put all this love into her when she first came out because I really like Magik as a character, not when I heard about the uniform. But I was hoping that this uniform would bring her back up a little bit in terms of the power level so I can use her a little bit more. But we'll see. When I get her to level 70, I'll do a little more testing with her, see how she performs then, see if she gets a really big boost to her damage after just getting to that level 70. But with the uniform, I'm not really too impressed with the actual skill changes. If anything, I don't like this skill change on the fourth skill. I liked her previous fourth skill. It hit really hard, and it was just a nice skill to use. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you like Magik's new uniform? Not just the looks, because the looks are really good. I do like the looks. Let's get that out of the way. Do you like the skill changes? Do you think that was enough for her? Do you think she needed more? Or are you just satisfied with the changes? Or do you not like the changes that the uniform gave her? Yeah, besides that, that'll be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. And of course I will catch you in the next one.